Hi, welcome to the Collectible Show. My name's LaPedis, and this is a show all about collectibles, how to find them, how to take care of them. And tonight we're really lucky to have Paul Epstein here from Twist and Shout Records in Denver, Colorado. Paul, thank you very much for joining our show tonight.
Thanks for having me, Aaron.
You know, growing up, I loved records, and I had several record players, and I always made sure my collection was in pristine condition. What generation was it when records started to come out?
Well, popular recorded music, you know, around the turn of the century, Edison did his first Edison cylinders, and then he did his, they did Edison records, platters, like this one we have here.
This neat one right here, which is...
Yeah, you can see how thick it is, and it's made out of something similar to shellac. And you used a big heavy needle to play it, like in some record players they would even use a cactus needle to play these. And that was the beginning of the popular recorded music. Around the 30s, 40s, the collecting of popular recordings started to boom, and people really started to become interested in owning popular songs of the day, and records started selling in record numbers.
When would you say that people started collecting them for more than just listening pleasure?
I would pinpoint it to in the 50s and in the 60s, when people started to become nostalgic for you know, an earlier day. They started collecting them. In the 30s and 40s, it was more just the accumulation of popular song. Then in the 50s and 60s, people actually started looking back and saying, you know, I'd like to find that old record that reminds me of something. And that's when the collecting of old records really started taking off.
What are some of the great records that people have gone back to start collecting again?
Well, certainly certain artists, you know, stand up. The Beatles, Elvis, Bob Dylan, Jimi Hendrix, all the icons of the 50s and 60s have remained really popular. There's also plenty of other stuff, though, genre music like jazz and blues that was done in very small pressings that people just can't find the music on CD or in their stores anymore, so they go back and they try to find old records, both for the music and just for the collectability of it.
Tell me some of the records that you have right in front of us. They're really neat. They're not like normal vinyl where it's just black. They have pictures on it, and this record is definitely something that people actually play.
Yeah, this is a beauty. This is a Vogue Records. In 1946 and 47, the Vogue company did a series of about 50 records that are picture discs, different picture on each side. They're really very beautiful. Their artwork as well as audio artwork, and they are extremely collectible now. They range from between $60 and $600, depending on which one, which picture, and which artists are on it.
This is neat. Would you say this record would be worth more value than a record of the same kind of record, but just black vinyl?
Absolutely. Any Vogue record, the record company Vogue, is very collectible, and these are the first picture discs and very desirable.
Well, great, Paul. I'd like to thank you very much, Paul Epstein from Twist and Shout Records, for being on with us tonight in Denver, Colorado. It's a great show. I think we learned all about it, and always make sure buyer beware when you're buying anything. Use a credit card. Make sure you get everything in writing. Keep collecting. I'm LaPedis with The Collectible Show, and you have a great night.